This is Yohhamgambal. We're back playing Drakengard. Last time we just finished chapter 1. We did the free missions, and now we're going to continue on to chapter 2, Complications. A voice that only pack partners may hear beckons forth. Anyone refuses to believe the tragedy that the voice foretells. Alright, let's go ahead and see what happens. So here we are. We're going to start chapter 2, The Silent Forest. Let's see what happens. Probably nothing good. Once you play this game enough, you find out that whatever bad situation is going to happen, like it's always pretty much bad. So yep, on the trail to the neutral elf village. Okay, so it looks like our dragon's going to hear an ill-omened voice. So let's see what that means. I know what it means, but alright, so let's just talk. Oh, also off screen, I upgraded my, I leveled up my weapons a little bit. But I'll show you that in a minute. So let's talk.
An ocean of blood flows. Is this war?
Whoops, I didn't mean to exit that so quickly. Yes, it is war, though.
When did the Empire become so strong?
Don't ask me. Let's see. Let's talk to everyone else. Can't really go far, but I can attack, though. But you don't need to.
I served your father, and I will serve you, my lord.
Well, thank you. Very much appreciated. Let's talk to our sister, or I mean, the goddess.
Don't I? As the seal.
Yeah, you're kind of important. That you're keeping the world safe by staying alive. You're kind of the final barrier to the end of the world. Yo, what up, Inuit? Blah, blah.
What is it?
They attacked the village of the elves. It may already be gone. I heard a voice. It would be better to go elsewhere.
Nonsense! The Pact Beasts may have powers, but I believe only my own eyes. Come on! We're going to the village now! Freyai!
No, I'm well.
That's not true. You carry the awful weight of the seal. We must find you a place to rest.
So it seems like the seal creates a physical burden for whoever has to yield, who is ever the seal. Interesting. Well, okay, I guess we're leaving. Alright, well, I mean, the dragon said we probably shouldn't go there, but we're not going to listen to the dragon. I mean, what does it know? Alright. Let's go destroy some enemies. I love the dragon modes. So much fun.
The old legends have come alive.
Yep, I already know how to turn around quickly. Anyways, we got a lot of bats here. These bats are not dangerous, really. They just come in large groups. It'll be nice when our dragon levels up, because right now we can only target just a couple of enemies, but later on we'll be able to target more. And thankfully, though, the bats do die from one hit, even from the weaker homing attacks, since they're pretty weak. It's just that they have supersonic blasts, which can be a little annoying, but they're relatively easy. Okay, I'm saving up my magic attack for the ship here. Seriously, though, this really does remind me of Avatar: The Last Airbender. Yep, when they're not bosses, those ships go down really fast with the magic attack. Here's some new enemies I don't think we fought yet. These things have, like, shields around them, and you kind of have to destroy the shields before you can actually hurt them. They're not that hard. I guess they're just, they're kind of like Doctor Who boxes, I guess. That's kind of what they remind me of. Even though I've never watched Doctor Who, I have no interest in it. But they kind of remind me of the, whatever that box is that he goes into. The name's slipping me. I almost want to say DeLorean, but I know DeLorean is the time machine for Back to the Future, so I know that's completely wrong. Not sure what it... The TARDIS? I think it's called the Tartarus. I don't know. I've never had any interest in watching Doctor Who. It's just not for me. But Yeah, I think it's called the Tartarus. Alright. Let's just keep destroying the ship. Yeah, it's when these ships aren't bosses, they're way easier to take down. Because you don't have to deal with their life bar. And let's just activate our magic. And it just blows across everything. Oh yeah, that was a good... That's a thumbnail picture. Kind of.
Very without you, the goddess, the world shall surely perish.
So yeah, this sounds like the seal's a big deal. Kind of is.
Goddess, my world is already dead.
And yeah, interesting enough, Inuart was actually engaged to the goddess, to our sister, but apparently once they become the goddess or the seal, they are no longer able to wed in holy matrimony. I guess because being the seal is such an important task that it probably requires every pressing matter of the day to make sure that the seal does not collapse in on itself or something like that. It's kind of complicated. I mean, it's not really complicated. It's an interesting. It's kind of interesting. They go into it a little later. But yeah, it seems like the seal is similar to a pact, except you don't lose anything, but you don't really gain anything either, because it doesn't seem like she has any abilities. The only thing that she seems to have gained from it is just the weight of the world, basically. And I think that's all the enemies.
The elf village must be here.
Yep.
It must be.
Alright. Well, hold on, we'll get there. Hopefully they're okay. I mean, the dragon said no.
To the village. Hold on.
Okie dokie. I can't wait till you learn the dragon's name, because I don't want to keep referring to it as the dragon. There we go. Nice. Tag power 13. I do really like the transitions between, yeah, save. That's, yes. I like the, transitions from this part to the next level. It just has you on the dragon, and then suddenly you're on the next course, which is pretty cool. It's a nice little transition. Now, anyways, there is a treasure here we can get. Oh, can I move? There we go. There's a treasure we can get here.
Lies in the woods across the bridge.
So let's actually get off our dragon. Now, this treasure requires us to kill all the enemies before we get to the bridge. So, I also went ahead off-screen and leveled up some of our weapons. Actually, I leveled up all the weapons. Not to their max level, though, but I leveled them up at least once. Except for the Robber King, because I wanted to show you what its regular magic attack looked like before I leveled it up. It basically just shoots a little electricity, but I wanted to show you what it looked like before I leveled it up. But yeah, though, everything else is leveled up once. Time Sword, though, is at the max level, because you've already seen it. So this is its magic. It just shoots a little thunderbolt out. It's okay. It's nothing great. It's okay. Let me kill one more. Okay, good. Now let's go ahead and use the Death Queen. This sword is pretty good. It's only level 2, so it takes a lot of kills, though, for it to level up. But its magic is, as you've seen before, is pretty good. It creates kind of like a ball. Lots of balls. So it needs 198 more kills. It creates a death poisonous mist around me, which is pretty good. I'll show you its attack, and then I'll show you the other weapons that I leveled up to. So then I can start leveling those up off screen. But yes, there is one weapon we can get here, but like I said, you have to kill all the enemies before reaching the bridge. It's pretty simple. You can get on the dragon. There's some archers, so I'm not going to do that right now. But there's also some giant ballistic cannons. I think that's what you would call them. I'm not 100% sure on what their accurate name is. So here you go. See? As you can see, there's 2 dark orbs now instead of just 1. So yeah, I do like that sword. And here we have this sword again. This sword is also leveled up. I mean, all the swords have leveled up. Now it's a little stronger. Has more... not more range, but it has more combo and damage potential, which is nice. So yeah, it's pretty good. I like this sword a lot. Its magic's nice too. Ooh.
Is the village safe?
You got to be careful of these ballistics. They're pretty dangerous, and they do a lot of damage to you if you're not careful. And, oh jeez. Oh, I gotta scratch my face. Actually, I'm gonna get rid of these ballistics before I do anything else because they will really mess you up if you're not careful. Once you get rid of the person manning them, though, it's okay. You don't have to worry about them anymore. There's a couple more, but they can't hurt me from here, so I'm not gonna worry about them at the moment. Ah, jeez, freaking archers. Okay, I'm gonna wait till this thing is leveled up till I have all its magic, because it doesn't work. Some weapons don't do their full magic unless you have both, unless you have all the bars open. Some you don't have to, others you do. I believe this one you do have to have the bars all the way up, or you won't perform the magic correctly. Or not correctly, but you'll perform it at whatever stage it's at. So if you just have one bar up, it'll just do one. So here, now it shoots 2 swords instead of just... Nope, 3. Shoots a couple swords out. Alright, and here we have this one again, the lance. Let me see. Yeah, we have the lance now, so... Actually, I need the map again. Okay, there's some enemies over here. The lance shoots ice, so it should shoot more ice. It's actually fairly strong, though. And I do like the lance because it does shoot out a projectile for its charge. So that is pretty nice. I don't think I need to have this one's magic all the way up for me to do its strong magic attack. It just shoots out ice shards. Yep, so there we go. More ice shards, basically. And you can use it multiple times, which is nice. It's a little weak. The magic's not super strong, but it does okay for against, like, it's nice against archers, at least. Alright, now we have Skull's Sword, which is seriously an amazing weapon. It's really good, and it stays pretty good almost throughout the whole game, I'd say. It's pretty damn good. Its magic's really good, too. This might be not a bad place to use my dragon. It wouldn't be a bad idea to use my dragon.
Cannot dare to come so far.
I think I'll use my dragon in a minute, because I do want the dragon to get some experience, too. Because I'm going to be using Kaim a lot more than the dragon, just because I prefer to make sure Kaim gets more experience, but it's good for the dragon, too, as well. So here, let's activate its magic, and as you can see now, it has 2 orbs, and these orbs deal pretty good damage. They're not slacking in the damage department. All right, let's have some fun. Since there don't seem to be any archers, let's just go ahead and start blowing everything up. Yeah, we definitely want to get the dragon to level up though, because then the dragon will get more magic and do more damage, obviously. It's just good to make sure that you're letting everyone get experience. Here we go. It's great though, unloading all of your magic into just a field of troops. He's doing a crap ton of damage, just really letting them have it. Alright, I think that's good enough for now. Alright, let me show you my other sword. So now, Bonebreaker is a little strong. It's only needs 1 more level, and then it's going to be done, which is nice. Alright. And, yeah, its magic is a little better now. It can shoot, like, a bunch of, pillar. It's like some pretty good earthbending, really. It's gotten stronger, though, which is nice, though. It can kill these enemies with a single dash, which is very appreciated. Because the dash is actually one of the best ways to kill enemies, just because it hits a huge group of enemies, and they can't really do much about it. You just hit them really hard and fast. Okay, make sure you don't miss any enemies, though, because otherwise you will miss the treasure here. And I don't want to miss any treasure. Let's see. Here we go. Alright, now let's see. This won't be at its max. Yeah, it's not quite at its max. If you let it charge all the way up, it does it kind of splits off. The earth splits off into different directions. I'll show you. And that ballistic, I think the ballistics can actually hit your dragon too, so you really want to be careful because, you know, you share the same life as your dragon, so any damage dragon gets, you get.
Do not endanger yourselves for my sake.
Well, we don't really have much of a choice, because if you die, then everyone dies, so might as well. Alright, here we go. Got some health back, which is very nice. Oh, come on. Only thing I don't like about this weapon is that its range is it's got good range, but because it's a stab and not a swipe, it's kind of easy to miss single target enemies. Thankfully though, it kills the archers in one hit, which is very nice. But most of my weapons kill the archers in one hit, so that's really nice. Except for the really weak ones. Bam! Almost kills these guys in one hit too. Kills them in 2 hits. But its charge attack's pretty nice though, so I will give it that. Alright, it's almost all the way leveled up. Not leveled up, but I mean its magic is almost full. There we go. Nice and full. Come here. Ow! There we go. Alright, let's use it over here. Ooh, perfect. We'll use it on you guys. Shep just sends out pillars of earth. It's pretty cool. Alright, Kime Sword. Kime Sword is very similar to what it was before, except now it just shoots more fireballs, but I will show you really quick. I probably won't use Kime Sword very much, though, just because it does take away kills from the other swords that I'd rather them be taking. Anything to kind of make my grinding a little less would be nice, because, like I said, this for your weapons to level up, it does require a lot of grinding. So yeah, nice thing is I don't need to have it all the way filled up with magic. So yep, as you can see, it just shoots out a giant fireball. I think. Oh, and then the only other weapon we haven't done is Hunter's Joy.
No matter.
Kime, you, and Furre. Take note of that. That's actually, you're not going to realize it, but that is actually kind of something important. It's kind of an off one little thing, but it does tell you a lot about some of the characters a little later on. It's not something you'd notice on your first time, maybe not even your second. But if I'm understanding it correctly, that is important later, and I will bring it up when the time arises. So here we have just the Earthquake, sends out the Shockwave, but it sends out multiple Shockwaves now instead of just one. Hunter's Joy is pretty good. Its magic's not particularly strong, but it does hit a pretty long range, and its weapon's not bad, so... And I just like it in general. Thankfully, so the only thing is, though, that's a bummer, is it doesn't kill enemies in one hit when you're charging. But if you charge like that, it's pretty good. Yeah, it takes a while when you're trying to kill a certain number of enemies, because this is almost, what, 20 minutes?
My body
Now I'm going to avoid these guys.
is no longer mine alone. Can Kime?
Okay, a little creepy, but okay. Anyways, we're going to head over here because, like I said, we have to kill all the enemies before the bridge. And before I'm pretty sure we have to kill the enemies before we attack the targets. I'm not super sure about that, but I always just kill the targets. I always kill the targets after, just to be safe, because I don't want to have to do it again, you know. Boom. So yeah, magic not super strong, but it will do the trick. So those are just those are just the tougher form of the enemies we've already fought in before. Boom. And just keep laying it down on them. Gotta be careful though, they can't actually do... Ooh, damn, I blocked, but then I accidentally turned. Alright. Ah. They're kind of slow, but, you know, just be careful. Charge attack works pretty well against them. Ooh, jeez, you almost got me there. You can rack up a serious combo, though, if you use, like, your weaker swords against them, since they take a fairly hefty amount of damage. Ooh, nice. I love those red orbs. Very nice. And that should be... Yep, okay, that's all of them. Good. I'm going to go ahead and use... I'm going to use Skull's... I'm going to use this sword, just because it's a little... I like this sword a lot. Plus, it has longer range. And its magic's really good, too, so I can kill these enemies a lot quicker. Or I could just jump on my dragon. Yeah, we'll just kill them with the dragon. That works, too. There's no archers, so, why even worry? Whoops. Yeah, I do love how they just let you, you know, in a lot of cases you can just take enemies out with your dragons. Not all the times, because later on you'll encounter enemies that won't be hurt by the dragon, and they'll mix in with the enemies that you want to kill with the dragon. But yeah. Let's see, that should be, that's the last of them.
The elf village has been found to the east.
Good. But that's where we're heading. Alright, now for me to get this item, we need to kill... Now that we've killed all the other enemies before the bridge, we now need to kill all these enemies on the bridge, and then the treasure will appear. But you have to do it in that order, otherwise it doesn't work. So make sure you're careful about that. For anyone's playing along, I don't really think anyone's playing along, but, you know. Just in case you ever feel like picking up Drakengard. Alright, come on. There we go. Yeah, I seriously love this sword, though. So good. Ah! And there's the treasure.
I do not mind. We can go forward, or go back, as you wish.
Probably should just go forward. We've already gone this far. Might as well go the whole 9 yards. I mean, what's the point of stopping in the middle? Kind of silly. My god, there's a lot of these big guys, though. Ah! Get out of here. 2, 3. Ah, okay. 1, 2, 3. There we go. Alright, continuing on. Yep, let's just make it to the village. We're just gonna go this path of least resistance, or at least try to. I say that, and then I immediately go into a group of enemies. That's okay. They're pretty easily killed. I seriously love this sword, though. So good. Alright, let's get these guys, too. Might as well. It's free experience. Oh, just so you know, though, you can't summon your dragon in forest areas like this. Because, you know, obviously, you can't fly because of the trees. So, you can't use your dragon. So, yeah. Just like you can't use them in buildings. Whoop. Man, it looks like the Empire did a real number on the elves. I mean, we don't see any elves. We don't hear anything. I mean, we found the village, I guess, so maybe they're okay. But, I mean, this is Drakengard, though, so, like I said, just assume the worst. And you're probably on the money. Alright, there we go. Let's see, am I going the right way? Oh, nope, I need to go this way. I'll just avoid these guys. Let's just head over there. I've killed all the enemies I need to. Oh boy, this doesn't look good.
It cannot be. I see it with mine own eyes, and yet it cannot be.
I guess the dragon should start saying, "Nana nana boo boo, I was right, you were wrong." That took 14 minutes, jeez. Let's see. Oh, we didn't even level up. But the dragon leveled up. Nice. Here's our new weapon, Tyrant's Hammer. And Robber King is level 2 now. Cool. Alright, well let's equip the... Let's have an explanation real quick. A slow but powerful weapon with long reach. Exploding lightning orbs. And it only needs 150. Well, let's equip it. We might not have any more room. Yeah, so we're going to get rid of Kind Sword. Alright, but you know what though? I'm going to end the video here and we will go ahead and see the elf village and what it, and how is, if the Empire actually destroyed it in the first parts, in the next part. So this has been Yohhamgambal. Thanks for watching. See you next time. Okay, bye then.